In the far reaches of the galaxy, the Zalthar Empire had thrived for millennia. A technologically advanced species, the Zaltharians boasted a fleet of ships that could outmaneuver and outgun any adversary. They had conquered countless worlds, their influence stretching across star systems like a dark cloud. However, that cloud was about to be pierced by a solitary ship from a race they considered primitive, humanity. On the bridge of the Zalthar flagship, General Krithrax, a towering figure with obsidian skin and bioluminescent markings, surveyed the starfield. His antennae twitched with irritation as he listened to the latest intelligence report. The human ship, designated the HMS Valor, had entered Zalthar space uninvited, and it was causing a stir among the ranks. "General, the human ship has engaged our forces near the Epsilon Quadrant," reported Commander Xynor, his second in command. "We have dispatched 10 battlecruisers, but they are struggling to contain it." Krithrax's eyes narrowed. "Struggling? A single human vessel against 10 of our finest? This is unacceptable. Prepare the remaining fleet. I want that ship destroyed." As the Zalthar ships mobilized, the HMS Valor powered up its weapons. Captain Emily Carter, a seasoned veteran of the United Earth Fleet, stood resolutely on the bridge, her crew working feverishly at their stations. She had trained for years for a mission like this, but nothing could have prepared her for the chaos that awaited. "Captain, we're detecting multiple Zalthar ships approaching," reported Lieutenant Yara, her tactical officer. "They vastly outnumber us." "Understood." "Helm, initiate evasive maneuvers," Emily commanded. "We've got to buy time and strike where it hurts." As the HMS Valor twisted and turned through space, the Zalthar ships opened fire. Energy beams lit up the dark expanse, but Emily's crew was skilled, and their training paid off. They dodged incoming fire, returning their own shots with pinpoint accuracy. "This isn't just a fight for survival," Emily thought, her determination solidifying. "It's a message." Back on the Zalthar flagship, Krithrax watched in disbelief as the human ship deftly evaded fire and retaliated with devastating strikes. He had underestimated the humans, a mistake he would not repeat. "Reinforce the front line," he bellowed. "Flank them on both sides." Despite the overwhelming numbers, the HMS Valor pressed on. With each explosion that lit up the void, the crew cheered, but they knew the odds were against them. Still, Emily had a plan. She tapped into the ship's advanced AI, Aegis. "Aegis, what's our status?" she asked. "We have sustained damage to our starboard side, but we are still operational." "Recommend a tactical retreat," Aegis replied. "No," Emily said, her voice steady. "We will not run. Let's initiate Phase 2 of the plan." With a series of commands, the ship activated its cloaking technology. For a brief moment, the HMS Valor vanished from sight, an unexpected tactic that left the Zaltharians bewildered. "Status report!" Krithrax shouted as the human ship disappeared. "General, we've lost visual on the target," a technician reported, panic creeping into his voice. "Maintain your composure. They can't hide forever." "Prepare a scan," Krithrax ordered. As the Zaltharians scrambled to regain their footing, Emily and her crew took advantage of the confusion. The HMS Valor reappeared behind a formation of Zalthar ships, launching a barrage of torpedoes that found their marks. Explosions erupted as the first 2 Zalthar battlecruisers disintegrated and shockwaves rippled through the formation. Krithrax's jaw clenched in disbelief. He could hardly comprehend the audacity of a single human ship wreaking such havoc. "Reorganize the fleet! Attack Formation Delta!" he commanded, desperation creeping into his voice. The Zalthar ships responded, but it was too late. The HMS Valor was already on the move. Emily pressed the advantage, coordinating with her crew as they moved through the chaos. They were no longer just fighting for survival, they were fighting for their very existence. "Captain, we've locked onto their command ship," Yara announced. "Should we engage?" "Absolutely." "This ends now," Emily replied, her eyes fierce with determination. With a final push, the HMS Valor unleashed everything it had on the Zalthar flagship. The command ship rocked under the assault, its shields flickering as the torpedoes and energy beams overwhelmed its defenses. Krithrax struggled to maintain control, his flagship suffering catastrophic damage. The general's heart raced as he realized his empire was being humiliated by a single human ship. "Fall back! Regroup!" he shouted, but it was too late. The HMS Valor struck the final blow, and the Zalthar flagship erupted in a blaze of light. As the dust settled, Krithrax stood on the bridge, rage boiling within him. 10,000 of his ships lay in ruins, reduced to cosmic debris, all because of one human vessel. He felt a mix of anger and respect for this remarkable enemy. Meanwhile, on the HMS Valor, cheers erupted among the crew as they witnessed the Zalthar flagship's destruction. Emily felt a surge of pride, knowing that their sacrifice had not been in vain. They had sent a message to the galaxy. Humanity was not to be underestimated. As the crew celebrated, Emily reflected on the battle they had just fought. They had faced overwhelming odds and emerged victorious, proving that determination and ingenuity could triumph over even the mightiest of foes. In the aftermath of the battle, word spread throughout the galaxy. The Zalthar Empire would never forget the day a single human ship had destroyed 10,000 of theirs. The balance of power had shifted, and with it, the respect for humanity grew. General Krithrax, seething with frustration, vowed to avenge his fallen fleet. But deep down, he knew that humanity was no longer the underdog. They were now a force to be reckoned with. In the cold void of space, the HMS Valor sailed on, its crew united and determined. They had proven their worth, and the galaxy would never forget the day a single human ship had brought the mighty Zalthar Empire to its knees.